3 weeks ago, the Atlanta Falcons defeated the Tampa Bay Buccaneers by a score of 36-30 in overtime. The two teams will meet in Tampa this Sunday, and I'm expecting a much different result here. We're going to talk about it, but before we do, I got to tell you about a promotion we have available right now at wagertalk.com. For a limited time, you can get the entire month of November for less than $8 a day. Details are in the ticker below. This promotion is available for any of the great handicappers at wagertalk.com. That includes this guy right here. I'm still the number one big play handicapper dating back to 2022. I'm up 248 units with my 4% and 5% plays during that span, and that's even after a 5% loss in the NHL on Thursday night with the New York Rangers. That one stung a little bit, but the long-term results are still there. As always, there's no purchase necessary. You're more than welcome to tune in just for the free picks. The only thing I ask from you is that you take the time to smash that like button, and that will allow me to keep putting out these videos. Let's get into it. The Falcons are a 2.5-point favorite. The total's been bet down to 45.5, and that is due to injuries to the receiving core of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Godwin and Evans out for this game. Godwin's gone for the year. Evans will be out for a few weeks with a hamstring injury. That's an awful lot of production for Baker Mayfield to make up, and you got to look around and see who's going to fill in those spots. And we look at Jalen McMillan, the kid out of Washington. I don't think it's going to be him. 8 targets against the Ravens, 3 receptions, just 15 yards. McMillan doesn't appear to be ready for the pros at this point. And actually, the guy that I'm looking at is Rachaad White, the running back. He had 6 receptions for 71 yards against Baltimore. Of course, that was a game that they were losing, a bit of a blowout. So he put up those numbers in garbage time. However, with the backup running back banged up, Bucky Irving is listed as questionable with a toe injury. That could result in more touches for Rachaad White. He's coming off a pretty solid performance against Baltimore. And like I said, Baker's running out of targets. He's running out of guys to throw to, and there is some chemistry there. There is some trust with Rachaad White. You look at last year, Rachaad White, 2 games against Atlanta. He had a total of 8 receptions for 98 yards. So that's a pretty good indicator that he can do some damage in the passing game here. But as far as the side or the total, yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough for Tampa to pull this one out. I'm not too eager to bet against them here in this revenge spot at home, but without those 2 guys, I expect them to play a bit of a game of keep away. I think they're going to focus on the run game, try and slow the game down, keep the ball out of Kirk Cousins' hands, especially considering that Cousins threw for 509 yards and 4 touchdowns, a franchise record in passing yards 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I think they're gonna try and slow this game down. So I like the under as far as the total goes, but I don't like it for the full game. We saw Baker Mayfield score 21 points in the fourth quarter last week against the Ravens. I think this game could start off slow and maybe have a little bit of fireworks at the end. For that reason, I'm a little afraid to play the full game total. I'm looking at the under 23.5 for the first half. And I'll also go with Rachaad White over 24.5 receiving yards. If you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you have anything to say to me, even if it's nasty, hit me up in the comments below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can.